Hello and welcome to today's Stock Watch. So today in the news, IBM has announced it will split into two public companies. The move is an attempt to shift its focus to higher margin businesses like cloud services, which are currently dominated by Microsoft and Amazon. IBM's legacy business will be spun off into a new company called NewCo, which will encompass its managed infrastructure services, which will focus on more profitable business models and create approximately $19 billion in annual revenue. IBM shares closed nearly 6% higher after the announcement. American Express also witnessed a jump in their stock price this week as the credit card issuer and global payments company has seen a nice streak of beating earning estimates, especially when looking at their previous two reports. For the last reported quarter, for example, American Express came out with earnings of 29 cents per share. So let's take a look at IBM first of all today. So after the pandemic crisis, we've seen a recovery up until June, and then we've seen a sideways pattern emerging just on the downside slightly up until we saw the spike that happened a couple of days ago. What's interesting to note is that it did not manage to achieve to push through the recent high that we saw in June until we met some resistance. And what's even more interesting is up until then, we saw a slight downward trend until the spike happened. So let me just zoom into the main action areas, let's say. So we've got this gap here of roughly about $6. What I'm expecting over the course of the next couple of sessions is either another test to the upside at this top here of 135. If we cannot breach this line or get above it, then I fully expect the gap to be closed and for it to start hitting this trend line at the 125. Obviously after that there could be lower highs to be made as we progress through, possibly around the 122 region. So I'll be looking at these levels in the next couple of trading sessions, probably not today, maybe by next week, maybe by the Monday open, since every time there's a gap in the market and there's nothing else happening afterwards for the company, there usually is a retracement, and we see that time and time again. So it'll be interesting to see on Monday morning when the market's open what the possibilities are. And a quick look on American Express now. So obviously the pandemic levels, and then we've seen a lot of choppiness in the market trying to push up to the previous highs that we witnessed before, but obviously failing each time. So again, it'll be interesting to see if this particular upward trend at the moment can possibly bypass this level and then even this level at the top here. So if we just zoom in a little bit more, what we're seeing at the moment is a nice steady uptrend. So what I'll be looking at in the next couple of trading sessions is we've gone past this 105 section. If we can push up to 108, 109, which is only $4 away, it's not inconceivable. And if it does find some resistance, then we could see another trend on the downside like it has been doing for the last couple of months. So I fully expect it to hit the cloud if we find resistance and then push further down, probably around the 96 level, at least under the $100 level in the next week or so. So that's all for the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them on the video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead. Bye for now.